handle this in a room like this for this community, it's extremely sad. The attitude and the voices need to stay at a certain pace. And if this meeting happens again, honestly, everyone should sign a waiver, and the minute you raise your voice, you walk out.
You homeowner?
He's right here.
Okay. Hi. Hello.
Hello, officer. How are you?
You're a homeowner?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So what
I also
happened?
sit on the board as a treasurer.
Okay.
These two neighbors have issues. The neighbor that's in question, that made that is a state trooper, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. She started it.
The little one?
Yeah, the lady that's she's our vice president.
The one this one over here.
The one that's made the phone call. I told her, do not make a phone call. The meeting was already adjourned, and the person that said that walked out right away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but they instigated.
Okay, so you see my officer on the right? Is it the one
Yeah.
on the right, her, or the little one that's arguing? We can go over there if you want.
Who's that? I can't see. My eyes are so
The
bad
little
here.
one. She said she's been here for 13 years.
No, not her.
Melanie?
Not that. No,
Okay,
not
her.
Melanie. Not Melanie.
Okay.
That one over there.
Okay, so she's the one who
Over there.
instigated
She's
it.
instigated it.
Okay. Nothing physical, just argument
No,
over.
but I don't want my address because my daughter is a city county attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through this already. I mean, my brother called the police here, and she says she's going for a judgeship. She says anytime a relative uses anything in the police records, okay, it's controversial.
Yeah.
And I told her that. Take it outside. Go complain from the street, but do not use my address. I don't give you permission.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I don't give permission for my address to be on any police.
That's fine. We're not.
record,
It's
please.
nothing. No crime.
Yeah, there was no
No,
crime.
there is
So-
no crime.
no.
No, it's just two
No police
neighbors
report, no crime.
not being friendly,
Just-
but the instigator is right there,
Okay.
and we can all attest to it.
Okay. All right. Now you're good. I don't know.
Thank you.
Yep. So I'll go talk to her.
I'm asking for the removal off the board.
There's some documentation about how these meetings continue to become explosive, and if you don't get the authorities there, it's just going to continue to happen. So as soon as the guy said to my husband, you know, if they start, you know, the guy starts yelling at my husband, and then my husband, he says, you know, let's take this outside.
Anyway, he was giving his opinion, which is fine. And then when he was done, I said, well, that's your opinion, but it's our property. And it's all something stupid. I hate to say it. You know, he thinks we bought property. It sits too low. It floods easily. Again, that's his opinion. That's great. And I said, well, it's our property. We bought it. You know, so everything you just said, you know, it doesn't matter. For the last 30 seconds, none of it matters. So it's kind of silly to what we were arguing about. And then, I don't know, then he said, well, if that's the case, then your wife's a liar, then, I don't know.
He goes,
you
so
said-
basically your wife calling me and complaining that there was water on the property, you're basically calling your wife a liar. And so I said, no. I said, we've not had problems with the water for years. It was last year we had the horrible flooding. I sent you video. You were on the board and you were not running the pump in the back because you said there wasn't enough propane. And that's when he stood up and he said, I made an executive decision because I was on the board and I did what was right to preserve the propane for the community, and I made a decision not to turn the pump on. Well, okay, so our animals were standing in flooded water, so he basically said what we all knew, is he made an executive decision, he refused to turn the pump on. Nobody's held that against him, we don't care, that was his right. But I said, well, yeah, you know, but anyway.
But again, yes, to be
So
honest,
then
it's all a little ridiculous, but the challenge is this person, he's an FHP person. He makes comments during the meeting about how he's the only one with a badge in this community. So he uses that to intimidate people. No, you know, hey, but I'm just saying that's how it comes across, right?
Well, so that's
and
what
then
the
this is,
attorney
wait a
knows,
second,
that's-
and then another meeting, he is apparently made a verbal threat to somebody, told him, "Look, take this out, I'm going to kick your ass outside." So then in here where it kind of blew up is then he, I don't know, yelled something to me about, let's just take this outside.
Well, he got up out of his chair,
So-
he gets up, he comes over
Yeah,
and
he's
starts
approaching,
him,
yeah.
and he's screaming, let's take this outside. Well, he just did the same thing in December.
Yeah, that was
just
just
finished now.
30 minutes ago.
So I was advised last week
You
because
want to like document it? You want like a cat, like a number?
they, I don't know.
Document it.
Yeah, it should be documented because there's a pattern here. All we want the guy to do is talk civilly, and he doesn't need to yell at people.
Well, he seems to think he has He's told many people in here that he has jurisdiction over this area. So when I reached out to my friend, and actually to Sheriff Bradshaw, who's now going to provide police protection at our annual meeting May 9th because of this problem in here. So Bradshaw has been contacted. He is sending police protection for the May 9th annual meeting because of how explosive this community historically is, and even more so now with him. But he has told people in here that he has communicated, I don't know if you're Gardens, but he has communicated with Gardens Police that since he lives in here, he has jurisdiction. So if there's ever an altercation or an incident here, he's to be notified first, and he handles it. Yeah. When I spoke to my friend that's a lieutenant, and when I spoke to our general counsel, they both said, absolutely not. He can tell you guys that, he can try to scare you guys, but that's not how it works.
Call 911.
So he started the meeting by saying, you know, and what he said at one of the other meetings that we had, he said, people in here need to keep in mind that there's an FHP trooper that lives in here, and things better go my way, better go his way. So that was at a meeting.
That's not how it works.
And so, and now, you know, and so now he is really making people afraid to be on this board and to live in this community, because he's going around telling people that he has jurisdiction in here. And when I spoke to my police lieutenant friend, she said, look, he's FHP, 95, Turnpike and roads. He doesn't have any jurisdiction in there at all. And then when I spoke to the attorney, he basically said the same thing, and so did Rick Bradshaw, who's the, you know, sheriff.
Yeah. I can get your name, and then I can get you a case number, and then do you know the guy's name that was...
The officer?
Yeah, whatever his name
He's not here, he left, which is why I was afraid to come out, because
Yeah, he's actually neighbors.
two of the male
Backs up
board
property to-
members went out the
we
back
own two
door,
properties
got
there,
up and went out, like they were,
He just runs a business.
you know.
Okay.
He's
So
on
two
the back
people
side
got
of
up
the
and
lot.
walked
he
out,
left.
and so we're standing here, and there's all this screaming and yelling and commotion, and we were afraid to walk out because he came out first making the threats.
What's his name? Gene?
G-E-N-E
Gene. His last name's what?
W-I-S-E.
Wise. And,
I think it's spelled different than that. But
What? No,
anyway, it's okay. Yeah,
no,
I
that
think
is the
it's-
correct
Okay,
spelling.
okay.
and then what's your name?
Debbie, or Deborah, D-E-B-O-R-A-H. D-E-B-O-R-A-H.
Your last name?
L-Y-T-L-E.
What's your first name?
First name's Cory, C-O-R-Y.
And last name is Singh?
Same.
Okay. And,
So the owner in there, she was screaming and yelling at me. Now she's on the board too. She hosted the meeting here. She was screaming and yelling, "You don't have the right to call the police to my home. I don't want my address on any police report. I've had problems with my brother in the past with this. I don't want any police coming to my home." So all I knew is we were afraid to walk outside without police presence.
oh, 100%. Yeah,
So
you
we
can call us
appreciate-
anywhere. Anywhere.
Well,
Yeah.
glad to see that.
Yeah. I can get you a number.
Okay,
And we'll document if this guy was irate here, you want at your meeting.
okay.
And then if anything else happens.
Well, good thing is we live in Bay Hill Estates, so we're leaving.
Yeah, I got you. You're going down.
We're going to
We're
safe
gonna
space.
go backwards a little different. The other side of the tracks.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, you guys need anything, don't hesitate to give us a shot. Anywhere. I mean, here, anywhere out here. There's gardens.
No, that's what they don't like. That's what they're mad about. Is
Yeah.
annexation.
Yeah, we hear it all the time.
I'm sure. All right.
Your
I'm
car
gonna
is
get
right
to my
there.
car.
I parked down in the end of the driveway down there. So Grace and I are down there.
Well, let's just. I don't trust that he's not in the bushes somewhere. So let's just.
You want me to, your car's up here? We can
Yeah.
walk you to your car, and then you can get my car's
She's
right
right here.
Here, I'll walk her. You can get the case or a number.
I'll drive you to yours. Right?
It's fine, yeah. We're good.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, bud.
All right. Well, if you guys want to come out, and we'll get the case number and a card for you.
there. And then I'll get you
All right.
a number.
Okay.
Or yeah, card.